took a little jaunt up here to the 8th of the wheat field behind the barn. I think we got double what we got last year. Let's see if I can get it a little better. So that's straight up. It's about up to my knee. Get 10 times. It's a lot faster growing than last year was. It's freaking heavy and thick. It just goes to show you what nitrogen does to your soil, fertilizer does. This here is well over my knees right now. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the worst looking field I got before. And deer been so bad. You can see she looks pretty good. So probably go ahead while I'm out dicking around tonight. Go ahead and walk my other two fields. The other one it's thin because I didn't get no fertilizer on it, but that field was kind of wet. I didn't really want to get in there and bury something. So we'll see how that goes. That's just pretty right there. That's staying straight up. It's about to my knees. Get heavy foliage. Not quite yet in the boot stage. I guess it's got stems on it. A lot faster than last year. We didn't have stems till about May. It's April right now. We planted purple ribbon seed. I don't know if anybody heard of them or not. They're out of Marshall, Indiana. They're kind of like Wyckoff would be. They're an independent company. And I have to say, I'm pretty damn impressed with the way their seed is. That looks just pretty as hell. Ready to mow that, get some wheat in the barn, straw. So the plan is, I don't have a combine. Tried to budget for one this year, and I had some other stuff I wanted to get, and that's just kind of off the list. I need to get some repairs made. So we're gonna do what we did last year: mow it, and let it dry for about 5 days, and run the crimpers down the mower real good. We'll tighten them up, get the juice squeezed out of it real good, and let it dry for about 4 or 5 days. We'll rake and bale it. It'll make straw like it did last year. Last year, this field right here made 40 bales. I would say the way it's looking right now, if the urea we spread on 200 pound the acre, will probably be up well north of 40. I say we'll be well north of 100 out of just that little field. But that right there's the urea did to our hay fields. We did straight rate 200 pound on the whole damn thing, and that's what she's coming out to be like. There was we moved all that dirt at like point right here, from back here down over in here, filled all that rock hole in. That there was always yellow out there. We put 200 pound on it, and it's green. It's probably the best starting looking stuff we've ever had around here. And this will be year number 4 farming it. So that's not too bad for 4 years. But we're gonna go investigate the other fields, see what they look like. Gonna jump on the 4-wheeler up for the front. But yeah, I just pretty much walked down here, up there, and then up into the wheat and back just to see what it looks like across there. And I mean, it's still a little thin after we removed all that dirt, but it ain't as thin as what it usually is. So we'll see. Hopefully that changes around here in the next month, which I think it's going to. But let's run up here and look at the other fields. This is the other wheat field. It's about the same, honestly. Just a little past my knee. Stand a little straighter here, maybe. Try to above my kneecap. See if it's deeper. That's up on my thigh right there. Above it. Down in, I'll get this a little better here on camera. It's got some grass, some clovers, some Grass is coming up in there, that's good. This is looking really good. That's the field right down there I'm talking about. I'll go walk it in a minute. There is some thin spots. This is the first year farming this field, so it's got some thin spots in it, but no big washes in it. Everything's come back up where we spread. It kind of stunted it a little bit when I drove over it, but not too bad. I think if we waited any longer spreading urea, we've been screwed. This down here looks good. Yeah. No, that's not clover there. I seen some back the other way. That's pretty. Just pretty. Just some weeds. That's good looking stuff. Cannot wait to mow it up here. Remember guys, this is where we was doing that field expansion at. I got that pile burned. I think the last video I made was down here stacking that pile up. That one right there. We got it burnt. And then me and Dad cut a bunch of trees down here, a bunch of poplars. We got quite a few more to get out of here still. We're gonna mill those before we get to cutting any more, so. But I'm gonna go run a big hoe, probably this fall. Come in here and dig out all these stumps, these bigger trees. Finish getting this squared out, and then start going up to the fence rows, up to the back there. But so this is a small little patch of weed I got going on here. This is a good little test plot, honestly. As you can see, this field is very, very wet. It has good drainage, water gets off of it, but there's times where it stands. It's probably half to an acre of wheat. It's pretty thin. I didn't get this fertilized, but it's a good little test to see what urea really does. I did get triple 19 put on it last fall, so it's not doing horrible. This down here ain't so bad. It's nice and dry down here toward the bottom. You start walking up here toward the top, which I can feel a little bit of squishiness to my feet when I walk through here. You get up right about in here, there's some water standing. We get some water, so we gotta do some drainage on this field, I'm afraid. Because we're gonna come in here, take out that big tree, that one there, and that field's gonna come off where the cedars are at, come at an angle, and turn and go down that side, and it'll kind of pop out and around. Be a narrow strip in there, I'll farm. Try to utilize what we got, because it's hard getting ground around where I live, so. Figured do some tiling. It's got good water on it. It's gonna be a bitch mowing the weed, I can tell you that right over here. It stays wet. That's wet. We may step down here and cut the bottom and leave that little piece there to just stay, and then see if we're gonna drill back in here. I think I'm gonna try to put some hayseed back in here or something. I gotta get the ground worked really good, like your nutrients worked, not dirt worked. So I may do some testing. This field may be my little test area to try some things and see if it works or not, because it's small. It's not 3 acres and it ain't an acre in the back, so it's a nice little small piece here to try some different things, and while we're still working on it. But it's not looking horrible. So anyhow, that's the weed update. Hope y'all enjoy. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for more.